Just grab that. Finding the best among the many hairdressers Charlie has to offer is my title. And underneath, almost every lady, blah, blah, blah. That's the whole content. I'm going to drop this into the article body. And then you see this isn't in spin tax. If you was completely on a budget, the best thing to save time is just to buy one of these. It'll automatically, not buy one, use this because it's automatically spun, okay? But there are spin tools out there that will spin at a much better quality. And if you click spin here, I've already signed up to Spin Rewriter. It's a spinning service, and there's a link in there for you to do that. This is clearly showing my API and email, but at the end of this webinar, I will be changing that API key. So I'd like to think none of you would steal it, but there's probably going to be a couple of people that'll pause the recording or take a screenshot. But luckily for me, Spin Rewriter allows me to change my API. Okay, so what I can do in here is I can tell Spin Rewriter, hey, I want you to be super confident in terms of spinning, okay? I really want, whoops, let me just quickly come back to that. I only want you to spin stuff that's absolutely gonna make sense, okay? And I want you to spin sentences for me. I want you to spin paragraphs for me. And for now, I'm just gonna leave it on those settings: high confidence level, auto paragraph, auto sentences, and I'm going to uncheck this auto sentence trees. I just want spin paragraphs and sentences, okay? And I'll click spin. This should give me a really unique article, but also that's got a good level of readability, okay? So we'll just wait for that to do what it's going to do. It will say, please wait. And then while it's doing that, I'm just going to grab a quick drink. So just give me 1 sec. Okay, great stuff. So I'm just going to I just press backspace on that. This is something that Spin Rewriter does that's a little bit funky. I'm just going to move that back up. If you ever notice that you get an article back from Spin Rewriter where there's a space in it like that, just go in front of the bracket and press delete just to smarten it up. Now that I've done that, remember I paid for $11 for the article, but I showed you where you can get it for $5. And Spin Rewriter, I think it's like $47 for the year. It's not expensive. Once you've got that, click on preview of this. Finding the very best among the lots of hairdressers Charlie needs to deal. Not perfect on that last word, but I'm not sweating it too much. But how precisely do you go about choosing an outstanding hairdresser for your requirements? There are many hairdressers Charlie has to use, and it can be tough to discover a good one. Request referrals. Okay, it seems okay that, right, for the money and the amount of time it took me to spin that, I'm happy with that. If I really didn't like the word deal, I could just come in here and delete that. Remember how it says choose? I'll just get rid of the choose and pipe, and now that's going to make a lot more sense. Okay, so I've got my article in there and it's spun. I'm going to click select manually for the accounts I want to create, because remember I created my own, and I can put the duration of this to 7 to 30 days. Really, for me, I don't particularly see having to stretch anything out for 30 days. Okay, I'm quite impatient, and when I build links, I like to see them built quickly. And the campaigns that I'm going to be doing with this and showing you, we won't need to be spreading them out for such a long amount of time. If you're doing SEO regularly and you're going to start building out bigger and better campaigns as your confidence grows, then by all means put it up. But for what I'm going to show you today, I'm happy to leave that at 7. Okay, so I've got my article in here now. It's all done, and if I click